Yeah, that was a cool mission. You know what, before I go back, I wanna check out the Mind Palace. Yo, this was not the angle I took the picture of, but okay. Yes, so exactly what we just learned. The expedition went down. Wait. But the expedition happened after the flood. So them going down only made things worse, I guess. Logically, putting the artifact back wouldn't solve, like, the visions and the dreams. I'm just saying this in case that's the ending of the game. It wouldn't make sense. Oh, I have some new stuff. Oh, no, not important. Mind Palace. Well, that's a lot of things. After the expedition began. I should read. Madness emanates from the scientists. There is something odd about being in the presence of these scientists. I feel my grip on reality slip when I'm near them. Albert Saviors. Albert was the only one saved. The crew were rioting and afraid of his insanity. They cast him adrift. The wounded sailor. The sailors on the Titania attacked one another. All but one were killed. The survivor has a deep wound in his shoulder, which is Sanders. There we go. Okay, so the crew went mad and they started a massacre at the port. Wow. So the burnt documents. What? The expedition headquarters was vandalized by Innsmouders. They burnt all the expedition archives, even the newspapers. So those are probably the guys that were down underwater. So one of them that I killed back in the headquarters was probably one of the guys who kidnapped the doctor. Oh, so meaning they are already in the city. So we have to find them. Albert Saviors. And the human fishermen, they were the ones who saved Albert. But by then he has already gone mad. Oh, the underwater artifacts. The hybrids wanted to recover the strange artifacts taken from the ruins and find the one responsible for disturbing it. Well, didn't they just find it in the ruins? And take it? Or were they following those scientists? And it all happened on one moment. I don't get it. Those are the fishermen, so nothing to do with this. Burnt documents? Oh, probably like this. Oh, conclusion. Save the survivors. I can't leave the survivors to die here, even if their madness may influence others. This was not their fault. Oh my fucking god. These topics are so difficult. I understand, yeah. I have to abandon the survivors. Their infectious madness is too dangerous to bring to the surface. They knew the risks. Wow. Man, I don't know, like, I don't know these things. Is this like I think these are literally just personal questions. I don't think there are laws on this. So me personally, I have never thought about this. So yeah. Should you abandon them because they may cause more harm? Or should you be like, well, they're human. You can't leave them, but I mean, yeah, if you look at the future, if you were to take them back, you would either have to cure them before letting them back into society, or just leave them. So that's what I would do, but that's not one of the options. I mean, if they are just going to let them roam freely, that would be a bad idea. But if they were trying to cure them, I mean, if everything would have been tried on them and nothing would have worked, then you should probably kill them for the sake of the others. I think either way I wouldn't abandon them. No, as long as there's a chance, I would try to save them. So, the underwater artifacts and the mad scientists. Probably these two. No? Oh. What? The outbreak of the madness on the Titania was caused by Albert's presence. The crew exiled him on the lifeboat to stop it. Well, now I'm not following the story. Wasn't all... Okay, I'm kind of lost, but I'll figure it out. I hope you guys are still following this. And now we have... Albert Throgmorton was the source of the madness that made the Titania crew kill one another. Okay, I do remember the Titania crew, but like right now, where do the scientists fit in? Were the scientists part of the Titania crew, or were they with Albert? And who was Albert with? That's something that I'm not quite understanding. Burned documents and underwater artifacts? Well, yeah, those hybrids were the ones who burned it down. So, yeah, that's connected. Yeah, and so the fishmen know the truth about the madness. Maybe, I think fishmen would be like the same thing as saying like the word nigger. So, African American Innsmouders. I will not say fishmen anymore. Because if there are people in this world who identify as Innsmouders, calling them fuck this shit. You need the artifact and Harriet, the one who took it. I know, that's my quest right now. Save the survivors. I have to save the expedition. I must tell Robert where the survivors are and start searching for Harriet. Indeed, that's my quest right now. Why did he not try to pull it out? Even if it is a dream, mate, you cannot let leeches enter your body. See people, that's exactly what you get when you do not have control over your dreams. You know, I am going to put up the quality of the shadows a bit more. Come on, that's a world of difference. We've seen that, I think.
No matter how much of this I chug down, the visions always return.
It's because... Well, this one is also nice. Alright, field research case. Aren't I already on that? Field research, there we go. Alright, somewhere along the way I will make time to do this. Field research. Is it located on my map? Yes. Salvation Harbor. Salvation Harbor. Okay, so this is well, when I'll be there, I'll take a look. Looking like a medieval doctor is quite nice. I mean, it would be funny, I think. We are going to Mr. Throgmorton right now. Hopefully the game won't crash.
I'm watching you, newcomer.
Watch me. Okay. So, we have to go north. What is this? Headquarters. Quarters. Is it? No? Is this it? Throgmorton Manor. So I have to go forward and then turn this way. Alright. Oh, I can hear my computer screaming now that I turned on the shadows. Just in case, the shadows are like the heaviest part of every game. So if you ever have troubles running a game, put off shadows and it's a world of difference to your computer. Like, it's probably the heaviest thing. Like, particles and shadows are the heaviest thing to I don't know, CPU. I'm not that good with computer terms. I think I'm almost there. Should be right around. Yep, that's it. That's definitely it. Oh my god, they have harpoons. This guy really doesn't like fish. And there are cops patrolling gas stations. You definitely need a gas station in this city, bruh. Ferris wheel, nice. Okay, I'll explore later. Right now, down to business. Okay. Oh, poor guy.
The mortician has touched him up well.
It's sad. How are you feeling, bro?
I've got news, Mr. Throgmorton. The expedition members are alive. They're on the seabed, in the sunken ruins. Some sort of ancient temple. They have enough air, but we need to hurry.
What happened? Why didn't the sailors help them?
The crew of the Titanium mutinied against Sanders. The only man who escaped was your son. They put him on a lifeboat.
The mutineers will face justice. Throwing Albert to the whims of the sea, he will be avenged.
I'm afraid that's not all. The Innsmouthers took the expedition's discoveries and kidnapped the professor.
What? Those degenerates. How did that happen?
The Innsmouthers. They knew about the temple. They waited there, hiding until the professor took what the Innsmouthers call the seal.
But how did they manage to catch my scientists off guard?
It seems that after the seal was taken from its place, everyone in the expedition suffered some kind of mental breakdown. The Innsmouthers must have known about that, waited for the right moment. Then they made off with Professor Doe and the artifact.
Drock. The Innsmouthers. Do you have proof they were involved?
One of the attackers was killed by a member of the expedition. I have a photo.
My expedition failed. My boy was killed. This is more than personal, Mr. Reed. This is a threat to everyone.
They have Harriet, and the artifact she found, but she may still be alive.
That's why I hesitate to wipe their fish-faced kin from Oakmont this instant. But we won't sit idle. Find them, Mr. Reed. Not the grunts, but their leaders. Infiltrate their ranks if need be. Bring me my professor back.
Alright, the shadows really play a big part. I mean, the game doesn't look as good as... I probably should have turned it on before going inside, but yeah. Sorry. Well, this is like asking politely, and this is like being, aren't you forgetting something?
I'm looking into the madness, not politics and power games.
And your best source of information is currently in the slimy hands of those Innsmouthers. Professor Doe shared the visions. She found something inside those ruins, and now they have her. She knows something crucial, I'm certain. There's also a more delicate matter I wanted to discuss with you, Mr. Reed.
I can be delicate when it matters, so shoot.
I have a colleague, you might say. His name is Herbert Glover. Like myself, he is a collector of fine art.
I'm a detective, Mr. Throgmorton, not a burglar.
I don't care for your insinuation, Mr. Reed. I would never be so crass as to hire a thief. I had a meeting arranged with Herbert. One of great importance, shall we say. One at which he failed to appear. I want you to find out why.
Yo, why am I doing all of this? Like this dude is showering me with jobs, but I just wanted one thing, and I still haven't got it, and it's the answers to my visions. He could give me any moment. It's like information. That's all I'm asking for. This guy makes me go underwater and shit. What the fuck?
My dance card's full at the moment. Maybe later.
I shall be waiting, Mr. Reed. But I advise you not to dawdle. Patience is not exactly my strongest virtue.
Yeah, thank God it is mine. Thank fucking... Okay, enough. Is there absolutely nothing that I can take from this guy? In loving memory, Albert Throgmorton died. And God knows where I am going to have to search for these fishmen. Probably the guy that I left alive. Like at the beginning of the game, the guy that I spared because he was quote unquote not in control of his body. You know, first episode, no, not the first, but whatever. Maybe he can help me. So many bears. Yo, this is like, oh my god. That's the room you would imagine for. And a lot of plants everywhere. Vines. Yo, these guys hit the nail.
The door won't budge.
Alright. Mate, there is absolutely nothing in this guy's home. Well then. Let me re-enter with epic shadow quality.
Have a good day.
Not that big of a difference. If anything, it's less, no?
What's your problem?
I don't even know what... Where am I supposed to find them? Yeah. Where do I do this? So, Throgmorton wants me to find Professor Harriet Doe, the professor from the underwater cave. To do this, I must investigate and discover who attacked the expedition and kidnapped her. No clue how to begin this. Throgmorton expedition was attacked in the depths beneath the Oakmont. Professor Harriet Doe, expedition leader, was captured. The others were all left to die. Oh, so he isn't going to save them. Wow. Oh my god, I had to say something different in order for him to send a rescue mission. I guess they're all going to die in the end. The attackers all had distinctly fish-like features, Innsmouth syndrome, as the locals call it. One of the assailants was killed in the fight. He carried a dagger and a peculiar golden amulet which resembles the fish eye. This can't be one attack they have carried out. There must be evidence of more such crimes throughout the city. Alright, that's one lead that I have. I'll have to go to the police department. Monkeys. Fucking monkeys. And that's the thing that I want. Teleportation. Actually, I'm going to end the Let's Play on this. For now. So, that's the end of the video. Thank you for watching.